What is going on, everyone? Welcome back. I am CoolGuy, and today we have a two-parter, and in this video, it's all about discussion. We're going to finish up where that last video left off and talk about some Taken King changes. Now, the last upload, I said there was something about my Venation, and I have a little story for you. So, about a month ago, I was on Twitch watching Luminosity stream, and before we go any further, Luminosity, he's a top PvP player, man. 3 characters, all above a 3 KD. Now, the way he runs his stream, it's something to be modeled after. I mean, each game, he goes to the chat, he reads top down, he answers all the questions. He's a very nice guy, very nice to his viewers, and you can learn a lot from watching good players play. And if there's any of you guys out there that like to watch Twitch, I strongly encourage you to check him out. He has some of the best gun skill I have ever seen, and, well, especially in a long time, and that goes all the way back into the Halo days. So, I get in there, and there's about 500 viewers or so, and I don't usually chat in streams, man, but I said something like, you know, what's going on, stream? And at this point, I had like 1,700 subscribers, and Luminosity said, hold on, is that really him? Is that CoolGuy? He said, dude, I love your videos. He started going off that Suros regime trick. I mean, you know, it's the best ever. So then he brings out the Suros and explains to the stream what that trick is, and he drops like a 40 bomb in control. So that was pretty cool. So I then started to watch him use the Thorn, right? And I'm not a big Thorn player, but well, like 90% of the time, he two-shots people with it. An insane amount. Such an insane amount that I had to stop and actually like say, hey, what are you doing with your Thorn? Perfect balance, aggressive ballistics? And he says, no. Never perfect balance. You gotta run send it. Always send it. And I was thinking there, well, adding range to the Thorn, or really anything for that matter, it's a little redundant in PvP. So he said, dude, it makes the hitbox bigger. And I had no idea of that, right? He was like, seriously? You didn't know that? So, and I didn't. So I was like, hold on, wait a second. So I booted up Destiny, and this clip right here, it's the 3rd time I've shown this clip in a video. Once on Planet Destiny, and this is the 2nd time on my channel. Now, the story behind this clip is that it was the very first game I had ever run sended on the Thorn, and I could not believe it. It was a 9-day difference, and the Thorn, it's really not a weapon that I use. And as a matter of fact, up until recently, I don't think the Thorn's ever really been on my channel, right? So I got back to Luminosity a couple days on Twitter, and we were talking back and forth, DMing. And he said, that's how top players run it. That's how you snipe with it. That's why I'm so good. That's how I two-shot consistently. So I started doing a little research on the Send It perk, right? And it's one of those day 1 perks we all remember Vanilla Destiny. It can be found on the Thorn, Monte Carlo, Bad Juju, Invective. The Vex has 100 aim assist, and players usually run Send It on it. You get headshots for days, and older weapons like my Timur's Lash and my Venation, they have it. And then we have Hawkmoon. And Hawkmoon received a perk change, a nerf, way back in the day, and they took Send It off of the gun. Granted, it did have Hammer Forge, but they decided to take Send It off for some reason. It's hard to prove, but I do feel a difference. Now, when the perk is on the weapons that I have, it becomes instantly better. So, I didn't know about it. I told my friends they didn't know about it, and I might be late to the party, and hand cannons, they're going to get nerfed in 2.0, but I wanted to throw this one out there for you, and please let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let's talk about it. And the guns that you have that have the Send It perk, like Thorn, and you haven't tried it, try it. Get back to me and tell me what you think, because I'm a believer in it. It's changed my Thorn game 2 times, like 100% better. The Lash that I have with Send It, Outlaw, Crowd Control, it's a monster, so again, let me know. And let's talk a little bit about the Taken King. I mean, information keeps coming in from that Game Informer article, those guys that played it. Now, from what we know, you'll go into the Taken King as your current level, and Bungie is offering a one-time consumable for each player. It's going to enable you to get up to 34 immediately, so you can play the Taken King. And I might just take them up on this. I mean, I might delete a character, run the story all over again, see how it plays, see how the quest looked, to see how Nolan North did as the Ghost. I mean, I think it's going to be fun. Get to level 20 and then use that one-time consumable to make sure I get back to 34. What about you? I want to know what you guys are thinking on this whole thing. And another topic I would like to bring up are those Year 1 weapons. And it's such a sensitive subject. I mean, you see it all over the forums and Reddit and Bungie. People are talking about it, and I don't view them as getting left behind. I don't look at it as they're taking away something that I worked hard for or taking away something that I love. Because I don't think players realize just how many guns are going to be in the Taken King. They say there's going to be more weapons in the Taken King than in Vanilla Destiny. So I think once players start playing and seeing these new weapons, these new toys, you know, seeing these faction weapons, the Foundry, Omelan, Haka, and Suros, I mean, I think it's just all going to die down and slowly fade away. Because new discussions, they're going to come up, like what happened with the hopscotch. I mean, somebody's going to find a gun and say, oh, this is the best, this is awesome, you know, and people are going to be searching for it. I just think slowly it's just going to die down. Because if you look at the way that weapons have been given to us, we have these day 1 guns and raid guns, right? And they just reign supreme. Red Death, Mida, Galahorn, all of them. Then these PvE activities, we have things like Fatebringer, right? And the weapons, they were made so well. Like I said, the Fatebringer, Black Hammer, Corrective Measure, the Timepiece. they were made so well that, yeah, the Fatebringer could be used for another 9 years and you would be okay. But I personally don't want to do that. I hope you guys don't want to do that either, because you have all these good vanilla weapons. And then we got not so good expansion weapons, right? Dark Below, we got things like the Dragon's Breath, the Arachnid, Don't Touch Me's. There were a few bright spots like the Ram, but they were so few and far between that it didn't matter. Because most players still found value in those year 1 weapons. I mean, the Word of Crota came out, not better than Fatebringer. The Jewel of Osiris, not better than Fatebringer. I mean, as far as elemental damage, right? So, players, they've been using these guns for so long because nothing matches them. So, I'm glad that they're making the call on this. I mean, I personally want to have a brand new vault with new guns, and I want to know what you guys think. And they've also said more than once, don't dismantle the year 1 legendaries yet, because it sounds like they have something in store for us. I mean, maybe they can be applied somewhere else. Maybe there's a kiosk that's kind of like a trophy room that you can store them in. Who knows? Bungie, they're always full of surprises. So this is going to wrap up the commentaries. With everything that we've talked about today, tell me what you guys think. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, I am CoolGuy.